Transformation, as according to Webster, is a complete change in someone's appearance or form, whereas conformity is described as an adaptation, such as an umbrella protecting you from the storm. Paul wrote to the Romans, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So according to Paul, there's a fine line between the two. See, with conformity, you learn to imitate, such as a chameleon that changes its colors to keep itself safe. With transformation, there comes an internal shift that lifts the veil, and all it entails and indwells an abundance that cracks the shell. For me, conformity simply masked the casket where my spirit was slowly dying and hidden, giving the devil plenty of time and space to plunder. I wondered how long I could continue with my outward veneer, till it occurred to me that spiritual maggots didn't complain about the menu. They feasted on my silence and the transgressions that I hid out of fear. Out of fear of the millions of conjunctions that I could come up with to connect every lie to sigh. Clearing room in my throat for the imminent why and but. I spent so much time trying to hide my darkest secrets from the same people that were trying to hide their darkest secrets from me. That time could have better been used on discovery, healing, and recovery, because this is when my brokenness became defined. I could not and I still cannot describe to you the depths of the sorrow that I felt. People were worried and concerned for me, yet not more than I was concerned for myself. It's hard to seek help. It was so hard to admit that I was not myself, and I had no idea who I was. But I was broken and afraid. I would only shed my tears when I sat alone. I was so deep into my addictions, self-medicated without prescriptions, that I buried my convictions out in a shallow grave in the cold, until a flicker of a flame consumed me somewhere deep inside and set ablaze everything as far as I could see with my eyes. And it was in that fire I laid, and it was in that fire I died. And I thank Jesus for finding me in that fire and bringing me back to life. See, we become the object of our focus. I was so buried in my pain and self-disdain that my refrain felt as unheard as if I was throatless. We fight so hard to eradicate our sin that we miss the lesson that it was left there to teach. So long as you continue to hate a part of your soul, you'll always be half-hearted, half-loved, and half-whole. But the first step to healing is accepting your broken parts, learning to love the parts of yourself that are hidden somewhere in the dark, understanding that God made all of you, even the parts you don't like, and that Jesus wants to bring you whole into a relationship with Him in the light. I thank Jesus that He died for me while I was still knee-deep in my sin, so that no man could get the credit. For my blood-bought salvation, I could never become indebted. It was in my brokenness that His strength was perfected. See, the one road I needed was the one road I couldn't see, because I was stuck in the paralysis of my analysis, and that one road was He. It was Jesus. He allowed the circumstances that I faced to mold me and to continue to show me how to seek His face. Before me, He painted a perfect portrait of my purpose. He said, "James, I love you. I've never left you nor forsaken you, and to me, you will never be worthless. But if it is your time and the darkness you encounter, do not give up. If you feel empty, but there's a light that you can see shining dimly, He will help you stand up." Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest for your soul, because my yoke is easy and my burden is light." He said, "Bring me your pain in exchange for my peace. In my embrace you are secure, and I will catch you every time you fall." Your transformation is necessary, and it is painful to pass through the fire. But we all have the same promise, is that He will always be with us. He will never leave nor forsake us. Where we go, so will He, and in this we can trust. If you're being called into a season of healing, He's already cleared the path ahead of you and cleared the brush. There is no person alive who to you can describe the wealth of love that He has reserved specifically for you. It is a wealth that you can only feel and never put into words. He is the light breaking through your darkness. He is your transformation.